Hey everyone, welcome to the minor league tournament. This is called the minor league because we only have 8 teams playing instead of the 16 like the major league. So to go over the starting round for round one, we have the Dolphins at the Bills, the Texans at Washington, the Chiefs at Raiders Stadium, and the Jets at San Francisco Stadium. So let's get into the games now. Okay, we start with the Dolphins at the Bills. And here in the first quarter, we see the Dolphins go for a 35-yard pass for a touchdown to Parker, number 11. Second quarter, we get the Dolphins with a 51-yard field goal that was good. It barely made it in. In the second quarter, the Bills did get some points on the board with this 8-yard pass to number 15. And then the Dolphins did a little scramble, which the QB actually fumbled, and the Bills got a 6-point touchdown from that fumble by number 24, Johnson. And then in the fourth quarter, the Dolphins running around at the time to get a touchdown for 6 yards by Grant. And the Bills will answer back with less than a minute left to get a 49-yard field goal to send us into overtime. The Bills had a chance for a 50-yard field goal, which missed. And then in overtime 2, the Bills pretty much had the same setup with the 36-yard field goal this time, but made it to take the victory to move on. So we have the Bills with 20, the Dolphins with 17. Next up, we have the Texans at football team. And this started out with a decent drive from the Texans, which Watson ends up fumbling to the football team. This fumble pretty much set up this second quarter field goal attempt by football team for 20 yards to make it 3-0. But the Texans did get time to answer that back with a 30-yard pass to number 13. Third quarter, Watson, just hanging around, decides to go for a sneak, which causes his second fumble of the day for football team to pick up. Which again sets up a scoring opportunity for football team to get a 54-yard pass to number 17. Fourth quarter, we see the Texans at the 9-yard line, which Watson actually decides to take it in to make up for them fumbles to get a touchdown. So the football team did have a chance to get a touchdown, but was intercepted by 20 Reed to stop the process and end the game. So football team loses 14-10, so the Texans move on. Next up, we have the Chiefs at Las Vegas. And the Chiefs start out strong in the first quarter with this 41-yard touchdown to Watkins. But the Raiders did answer back with this a pass for 9 yards to number 30, Richard. Second quarter, we see the Chiefs with a 2-yard rushing touchdown to number 25. And then we see a 58-yard pass to number 16, Williams, for a touchdown to tie the game 14-14. With 26 seconds left in the first half, we see a scramble here, which most of the people thought was a run, but a 10-yard pass to the tight end. The Raiders decided to run down the clock, but became a huge play for 74 yards rushing by Jacobs, who was scared to drop the ball evidently. So we end 21-21 at the first half. Near the end of the third quarter, we get the Chiefs here with a 1-yard pass to Watkins for his second touchdown of the day. Near the middle of the fourth quarter, we get a 21-yard touchdown to number 11. And the trend of the game, the Chiefs did answer back with the 35-yard touchdown to number 25, the second of his day, 1 rushing, 1 passing. And with 16 seconds left, we have the Raiders down in the red zone for this 3-yard pass coming up to Williams for the second of the day for him. So this sent the game into overtime. With some back and forth here, we have the Raiders with a 42-yard attempt, which was good to seal the victory, 38-35 for the Raiders to move on. Lastly, we have the Jets, yes, finally, against the 49ers, and the Jets start off strong with a 5-yard rushing touchdown to Bell. But the 49ers ended up answering back in the second quarter with their own rushing touchdown to number 31. The Jets making process near the end of the second quarter, but got intercepted by Ward. And this was a 55-yard touchdown after his confusion that he actually caught the ball before running. Now we'll skip to the fourth quarter since not much happened. And here we see a 55-yard field goal attempt that failed. And then the 49ers ended up getting a drive down to the 23-yard field goal here that was successful. And the Jets, for some odd reason, with 31 seconds left, attempted a 56-yard field goal, made this one to have the score 17-10. Here you see the failed onside kick to keep this the same score. So you'll see the 49ers move on with the Jets going into the 5th place bracket. So interesting first round. I was shocked about the Chiefs, to be honest, but let's look at the brackets to go into the second round. In our 5th place bracket, we have the Dolphins going to Washington and the Jets going to Kansas City. And in the first place bracket, we have the Texans going to the Bills and the Raiders going to the 49ers Stadium. So interesting games here. I'll see y'all next week for round 2.